season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. On fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Down here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. The lead now 6 here in the second. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Setting up for the extra point, never put them on top. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. And long. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes a catch down the right side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Fires toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 1st down from the 30. Quarterback takes a knee. Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Huskers will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob. And you hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And the Huskers are flying down the field. They'll go to the toss. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4.
Got to get that fixed.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Huskers! A great catch and run for 6.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Nebraska!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
3rd down, awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. Are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Salter. Looking left. It's caught. Touchdown, Colorado! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quickly trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. To the air, it's Raiola. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Grabs it up the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Huskers! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
Yeah, and Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
Didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. He wants it all. And he's got it. Late touchdown here, but it would take a miracle of Lazarus-like proportions to come back down.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that score. Can put one through. This will be a successful drive. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And it's right down the boulevard. Got a touchdown on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. On 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to VOD Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. To players who can make an impact, David.
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things.
Taking a shot on the first play. Hits him in stride at the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense. And that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Use the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
So far in this game, and in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. Unit, this kicker has already made a couple today. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. It's complete. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And the stomping has commenced.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Toledo Rockets, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. It is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Ducks! pressure, the exclamation point on that drive.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, they get paid.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Toledo. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job by the quarterback there, just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
And the extra point is good. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And out the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard.
They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He'll keep it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. The rain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Up on 3rd down from the 44. Moore to the air. Got it set up on the outside. It's a seam wide open. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, and Faroe Field, named for the father of the split T, where the Missouri Tiger fans are hoping that they put together a big W. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
That hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
Wants to throw again. Going for 6. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Get their act together. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Touchdown, Utah! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7.
Option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Touchdown, Utes! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10.
Ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators. Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Florida. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
A shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Dead center perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further. Oh, behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Wildcats! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy.
He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
That's reeled in. It's ball. Hits the afterburner. Touchdown, Gator. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like these. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
Need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Massive score. Now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy. Nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th.
Stop him. The defense finally came up with a play.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
Now, I can play action, opens the whole play.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Lagway. He caught it! They got it in! And the celebration is on! A walk-off touchdown in OT!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River. Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Colorado State Rams, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Out the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It is good! And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. On in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take...
Touchdown, Rams! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And he knocks the extra point through the upright. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Colorado State. Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. 3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. Going for 6. Touchdown, Colorado State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game, the penalty. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be.
I really like the decision by this offense because
now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. That time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown ball!
if we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
It's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. 16 seconds left, and to pull off the comeback, they'll have to get the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal